And thanks for choosing ITV1 this morning. News headlines in 40 minutes. At this time tomorrow, it's Trisha. Right now, Football League Extra.
Welcome to Football League Extra. Entering this final weekend of the regular season, many issues remain to be resolved, with Exeter City being the team with most to lose. They're fighting to retain their league status. More from St James's Park coming up later in the programme, but we'll start with Division 1 at the bottom, where Brighton and Stoke are bidding to avoid an immediate return to the second division after just one season in the first.
They were within 8 minutes of safety last week, but Stoke still needed a point to be sure. A defeat, and Brighton were ready to pounce. Grimsby already down, but you'd never have known it. Brighton second best in the early exchanges. Kerry Mayo tangled with Chris Thompson. It looked outside. Referee Clive Wilkes thought differently. Seagull protest came to nothing. It was up to Michael Keane from the spot. 1-0. A heartbreaker for 2,500 travelling fans. And one frustrated manager. And it didn't take long for the news to filter through to Staffordshire. Then, 3 minutes into first half stoppage time, another twist at Blundell Park. Brighton had hardly been in the game when Gary Hart wriggled his way into the box, and Steve Chettle, with 600 plus career games under his belt, didn't show the benefit of that experience. A pressure penalty for Bobby Zamora. No problem. Utter delirium on the terraces, and some 115 miles southwest, Tony Pulis knew only a goal would ease the tension. But from his point of view, it came at the wrong ground and at the wrong end. 2 minutes into the second half, Brighton suddenly began to believe. Zamora's shot deflected straight to Danny Cullett. His first goal since September, and potentially the most important he'd ever scored. Bad news travels fast. But the key moment on a day when 9 months of graft effectively came down to 90 nervous minutes arrived 10 minutes after half-time at the Britannia. Lewis Neal's cross, bulleted in by Adi Akinbaye. The same Akinbaye laughed out of Leicester, the same Akinbaye vilified by the fans at Palace. But now, an all-conquering hero to the vast majority of a 20,000 crowd. But it was an absolute hammer blow to Brighton. Surely, now even the most optimistic fans knew the game was almost up. And a few minutes later it was, an equaliser for Grimsby, and even Mariners fans wouldn't claim it was pretty. Dave Besant saved from Keane, but the ball cannoned back and in off Richard Hughes. A horrible way to say goodbye to Division 1. They'd come in hope, and they'd sung their hearts out. But the damage was done early in the season. 4 points from 12 games before Koppel arrived. The former Palace boss has a contract that runs until October, and there's no doubt everyone wants him to stay. He was too upset to speak. But in Pulis, the Stoke faithful know they have a good man too. They were bottom when he arrived, but in 30 years in football, he's never gone down.
It means everything at this moment in time. The players have worked really, really hard. And I mean the group of players, not just the 11 have played today or the 13 or 14 have been involved. It's everybody at the football club and those fantastic supporters. And you can still hear them now. It's absolutely fantastic.
We're very disappointed, but to take it down to the last day when a lot of people wrote us off in November is, you know, testament to the players and the staff at the football club.
So with the relegation battle lost, can Albion hang on to their biggest asset?
I've got 3 years on my contract, and if Brighton find it, right to sell me, and the right situation comes along, then maybe things might be different.